Russ Hess here, russhess.com, Open Talk with Russ Hess. Hey, just wanted to talk to you a little bit about what's going on this week. You know, I am working towards that fourth credit card, paying that thing off, and it is finally coming through fruition that I'm able to get that credit card paid off. Looking forward to that, looking forward to moving forward to that loan that I am working on. And just encouraged by the progress. Even though it's been slow, been encouraged by the progress. It's actually moved a little bit faster than what I expected it to be at this point. So here we are today at Mary Ann's Way Memorial Park. And this is just a beautiful park here on Padre Island into the intercoastal waterway here. And it's just beautiful. It's an area where boats, sailboats, and fishing boats are set out into the intercoastal water here. And it's just a beautiful, very calm day today. Speaking of the wind, of course, and just a really good time. So what I want to talk to you about today is, you know, to be an encouragement. You know, a lot of times we step into the moment in these things in our lives and what we're trying to accomplish and do, and we often don't really know the outcomes. We know where we want to be, but we don't know exactly, you know, how to get there and how to step into that. And I've mentioned this before, that it's like a 2 millimeter move or shift into the right direction. And you know, the good thing about doing a 2 millimeter move is the fact that, you know, it's not that far. If you have to make an adjustment, you can actually, you know, roll it back, and you're not too far from base. So that being said, you know, it's not necessary to make an all-encompassing move in the right direction. Making that move toward where you need to go is going to be more beneficial to you. You know, whether that's financial, whether or not that's, you know, in your weight loss, whether or not in your diet, what have you, whatever it is that you're trying to work for, or work towards, that is what I want to encourage you on. Now, that 2 millimeter move or shift into the right direction, you know, I say, how do I know what the right direction is? Well, you ultimately will know that because you will recognize where you want to be, and you'll recognize the few things that it's going to take you to get there. You know, take it step by step. What has to happen? What is the first thing that has to happen? Well, let's work on that first. You know, what is the second thing that has to happen after that? So, you know, you kind of get the idea. Just outline it, line it out for yourself, figure out where you need to go, and then make that step in that right direction, or in that direction where it's going to lead to allow the dominoes, so to speak, to fall in the direction that is advantageous to your project or your goal. So in doing that, you know, I just, again, want to encourage you to step into the moment, make that 2 millimeter move, that direction towards where you're really wanting to go, where you want to, you know, progress in, and just have a reasonable amount of confidence that you're going to get where you want to go. Now, somehow or another, it does work out. I don't often know how it all works out, you know, but when you're making that step in the right direction, you actually pick up, you're more susceptible to knowledge, you're more susceptible to picking up the understanding that you'll need in order to get, you actually read the environment around you has a lot of information for you, but if you're looking to utilize that towards your benefit, you'll be open to it. You know, there's a wealth of knowledge around you, and including inside of you, that you've got to cultivate. You've got to grow and cultivate that. You've got to bring that out about yourself. And once you do, you'll actually find that the step becomes a little bit easier. And so that next 2 millimeter move, the second step, so to speak, is going to be even easier because you recognize what it took you to get to the first step. So making that first step in the right direction is often the most difficult, but it's also the one that's going to get you where you need to go, where you want to go. Anyway, my name is Russ Hess, russhess.com, Open Talk. We'll see you on the next video.